How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Plus titles for the month of March have been officially revealed, and a pretty good month, and once again, 4 titles. So even though PGA Tour 2K25 was the league title, and of course Deal Labs was on the money, Biblikun was on the money, the fact that they're giving you 4 games, I feel like, makes up for the fact that, think what you want about golf games and sports games, you've got some quality in there for sure with the other offerings. So, let us highlight it. First of all, we do have PGA Tour 2K25 step onto golf's biggest stages and prove that you can rise among the greats. Complete in the ultimate test, the PGA Championship, the US Open, and the Open Championship make their PGA Tour 2K debut. Rise through the ranks in an expanded My Career where every round builds your legacy. Create your path to greatness with new My Player customization, upgraded skill trees, and advanced course designer tools. Then take your shot against the best in ranked casual and cross-platform multiplayer. So that is available, and then the other 3 games feel like there's a lot of value here. Monster Hunter Rise, the worldwide hit series Monster Hunter, returns with a host of new gameplay features, original monsters, and a story inspired by ancient Japanese folklore. Now, this is the Monster Hunter game that initially came out on the Switch, and then it was released on PS5. You don't get the Sunbreak expansion here either, which is a bummer, but that's generally what they do whenever these games are offered as Plus titles, even on Plus Extra, which I believe Monster Hunter Rise for a while was on Plus Extra. They never actually give you the DLC, the expansions, things of that nature. They always give you the base game, so that's always a little bit of a bummer, but, you know, it is what it is. Personalize your hunter, choose from 14 unique weapon types, recruit your palico, and all new companions, and gear up to explore a range of vast, richly detailed hunting maps, whether you prefer to go solo or enjoy the company of a 4-person squad. Smart difficulty scaling guarantees a fair and thrilling battle. The irresistible Monster Hunter loop remains, with each successful hunt yielding the materials required to craft and upgrade your weapons and armor, allowing you to hunt tougher monsters and gather more precious resources. Then you do have Slime Rancher 2. Slime Rancher 2 is a sequel to the award-winning smash hit original that has been enjoyed by over 15 million fans worldwide. Continue the adventures of Beatrix as she journeys to Rainbow Island, a mysterious land brimming with ancient technology, unknown natural resources, and an avalanche of wiggling, jiggling new slimes to discover. As Beatrix attempts to unravel the island's secrets and uncover its true purpose, she'll build a ranch and farm within a beautiful conservatory whose sparkling glass will give her a full view of prismatic paradise she now calls home. So that is available as well, and Slime Rancher 2 has been received pretty darn well, so a good addition there. And then we do have the Elder Scrolls Online Collection Gold Road, so you got the DLC here as well. You know, I just said that they don't offer DLC usually, but in the case of ESO, you do have some of the bonus content here as well. Every legend starts somewhere, and in the Elder Scrolls Online, it starts with you, with your story into a vibrant chapter of Tamriel's densest past that takes place nearly 1,000 years before the iconic Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and discover a world steeped in adventure and possibility. Travel the vast land of Tamriel and discover a world of adventure. Explore the mushroom forests of Morrowind, battle Daedric forces in the realms of Oblivion, or face off against other players in PvP combat. The Elder Scrolls Online Collection Gold Road grants instant access to all major chapter zones, biomes, and quest arcs across Tamriel. So that's a pretty good offer. I know most people aren't going to get into ESO, and yes, ESO does include the DLC here, but let's be real. They get you in on ESO, and it's one of those live service games that once they get your foot in the door, the value comes in from your engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know how this game is played. And they also note the 2025 content pass is not included, so keep that in mind. But that's a good addition if you do want to jump in on that. I would say overall it's a good, okay to good month, like 6 to 7 out of 10 range. You know, not every month is gonna be a banger, but Monster Hunter Rise, Slime Rancher 2, I think those are 2 pretty good options. And then Elder Scrolls Online, I mean, that's a heavy undertaking, so you know, it's always hard to get people in on those live service games, but with the additional content coming in, I feel like that's a pretty decent addition. And then this is your final opportunity to pick up the February games: Undisputed, Subnautica Below Zero, Ultros, and Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown. So all of those titles will be expiring, but once you add them to your library, as long as you're a Plus subscriber, you'll have access to those. I should also note that today is the final day for you to get the offer for Lunar New Year on PlayStation PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus Premium, you can sign up for a year for $100, which I think is quite a good deal. I know I clown on PlayStation Plus Premium all the time, but I clown on PlayStation Plus Premium because it's north of like $150 when you sign up for a year. At $100, I feel like it's a pretty good price point, and I actually think it's a, worthwhile recommendation, especially with the games that you get in Extra. The value really isn't in Plus Premium, the value is in Plus Extra. Plus Extra is a legit solid subscription service, but given that Plus Premium and Extra for Lunar New Year are discounted at the same rate, like, just sign up for Premium, but make sure you cancel your subscription. I gotta reiterate that once you sign up for the year, if you do, cancel it immediately, because that year's gonna go by and then you're gonna get re-upped and then it's gonna charge you $150 and you're gonna be depressed about that. But yeah, and the reality is, the unfortunate case is that if you're already a Plus subscriber, they're not giving you this offer. The offer that they are giving you is that you can upgrade the remainder of your subscription 25% off, or whatever I believe it's 25% off, which is honestly super lame. Like, literally, I signed up for a month of Plus because your boy was playing some games online, but I didn't want to commit to the year, and you know how much? I could pay, like, $2 to get the rest of my 11 days upgraded to Plus Premium, so, I'm not gonna be doing that, but if you want to jump in and upgrade your subscription service, but bear in mind, if you upgrade your service, it's gonna renew at that rate as well, so it's like, if you only got a couple months left, it's gonna renew at that more expensive rate. I'm just giving you guys a heads up on that, because I know some people, I know PlayStation's gonna be making a killing off people just not canceling their subscription, and then they're on the highest tier, which they buy at a discount, but then they'll renew at a hefty price point. And as far as Plus Essential this month goes, even though PGA Tour 2K25 is, for my audience, gonna be a mediocre edition, look, we know about the sports games. These are big games. Even as much as I want to clown on them, people do get excited for them. And at the very least, if they're going to be doing these sports games fairly regularly, offering up other games, 3 other games instead of typically, they cap at 3 games total. Here you got 4 games with one of them being a sports game. I don't think that's the biggest deal in the world. And you've got Monster Hunter Rise, which was really well received. Slime Rancher 2, like I said, I want to say that still goes for a fairly hefty price point, and it's been received pretty damn well. That's a great addition as far as a secondary edition, and ESO Gold Road, like, whatever, like, that's, like, for some people, that'll be a good addition. For other people, it won't be that big, but even if you just assess it from Rise and Slime Rancher 2, and then 2 extra games on top of that, the reality is, when it comes to Plus, some games are just not going to interest you, and that's fine, but at the very least, if you can get some value out of Slime Rancher 2, I feel like that's at least a small W, if nothing else. But that's going to do it for me. Again, a fairly decent month, even good to some people, I think, especially depending on the value you perceive out of ESO. ESO's kind of the wild card. I think some people will be like, hey, ESO with all the content, I'll check that out. Then other people are going to be like, bro, 100 hours for a live service game, I'm good on that one. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching. Sound off down below, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.